been 4 long days here. It's actually pretty comfortable for us after we've been out and some of the rainy nights we've had out camping up in the mountains. So we feel pretty lucky to be out here and actually have a roof over our heads, even though it is still pretty rough compared to most standards.
So there hasn't really been too much to do in this place, so I've just been bunkered down in this shed for the last 4 days, waiting for Wayne Lopez Glue's hoof to heal, and Henrique, the guy that's been attending it, seems to think that the infection's dead. Hopefully tomorrow we're back on it. It's good as new. Should last me another week and a half.
On our journey towards Velez, we meet a man who insists we come in and have breakfast so he can introduce us to his family.
¿Eres de acá?
¿Él? ¿Jaime? Sí.
No, usted. Ah, bueno.
Él me acompaña aquí con Dios y la Virgen.
Ah, bueno.
Trabaja pues para mantener, porque ya no puedo trabajar. Y yo soy operada de un pulmón.
Chao.
Chao. Por ahí pasar.
¿Puedes acariciarlo? Sí. ¿Se da miedo?
A mí no.
¿No? Gracias. Chao, niños. Chao, gracias por todo.
So passing through Velez this morning, we had a really rough night last night because it's getting so hard to find camping spots. It's on a sheer mountain and there's just a little cutout for the road, so it's just cliff either side, and it took us such a long time to find a spot, and it was a terrible spot. We woke up this morning, we were exhausted, didn't get much sleep last night. We pushed through Velez, which is a city, and we were asking around for the back way to the next town we're going, but it happens that there's only one back way here and it goes right around, so we decided that we're just going to keep pushing through this road. We've got 70 kilometers till where we're going, which is pretty much the next town, so the next few days it's just going to be us in this road.
Been told about this road, and apparently it's FARC territory, so we've decided to push on the main road, and this is our last shot, so we thought, why not get a soda?
So it was a long day today, and we just found a little camping spot tonight. There's a little abandoned house off the side of the road that seems to be a lot of here in Colombia. They must start building them and lose faith or whatnot, but they're everywhere. So we found one, we got settled, and we heard this noise coming from down the road that we thought could have been a river, and we walked down and this is what we found. So I would enjoy a nice little bathe, and the water is absolutely beautiful. Struggling to see here, you literally can't see more than 10 meters in front of yourself at the moment.
foothold.
Let's go. This is gonna be hard to get back up this hill actually. Come on, come on. Don't have time. Come on. One of the factors that's really killing us on this trip, and I wouldn't have even thought it as an issue before we started, is finding a damn camping spot each night. It's so much harder than what you would think. Like you could walk faster across the country. Like you're riding for, we've done 2 solid days, you're riding across and you ask someone and they're like, you've still got 30 k's to go. You look at the map and you could literally drive to that town in probably like an hour and you've been riding for days. It's so insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a slow way of travelling. You're moving real slow. It's been coming down this heavy for hours now. Pretty lucky we found this little shed because I don't know how our cars would go up.
It's really lucky that we found that shed last night just before dark, because last night it just continued to hammer down with rain all night. Some of the hardest rain I've ever seen. And we didn't get much sleep, to be honest. The horses were going crazy because there was another horse in the paddock that just kept annoying them both. And then you wake up and just everything's wet and miserable. It's really hard to find motivation to mount up and ride your horse the whole day, but we're still on that pass to Simitara and there's really nothing in between, so you either suck it up, put your wet weather gear on and keep going, or you sit in that shed all day. And actually, now that I say it, option 1 probably sounds better than what we're riding through right now. It's like it's becoming jungle almost. It's like one side is just sheer cliff and the other side is exactly the same. It just makes it so hard to find a spot to camp. So after 4 long days of riding, the pass from Velez to Simitara is finally coming to an end. We're just outside of Simitara now, and they told us it was going to get so much hotter dropping down into the lowlands, and man, would they ever ride. It's getting so hot now. It's just so much lower and we're getting closer to the Magdalena River, but we're getting into Matara now and we're going to look for a place to stay the night just to have a night off because we are beat.